Hey guys, this is Amy with Stick with the Plan, and today I'm talking about the M&Ms of love. That love really matters, and it's for ministry. Stay right here. We'll talk about it. So glad you joined me tonight. We're talking about the M&Ms of love. I was getting a lesson ready for our little elementary chapel at our Christian school here in town, and I love to do this object lesson. You know, I need a good object lesson. It just sticks with me. And it's so cute because it goes through all of the colors of the M&Ms being different personalities. And I think that's so true for all of us, our different gifts, our different personalities, that if you're an M, that is blue, if you're an M&M that's blue, you're very calm and relaxed. You're a peacemaker. It goes through like the red M&M is, you know, a really vibrant personality full of passion, easily angered, a red hot personality, you know, and it goes through that yellow is positive and really friendly and creative, and everybody wants to be yellow. Always think, I'm yellow. And, you know, a brown would be, it said it was really peaceful, you're inviting, you know, you have lots of friends. That green was really practical, that you could get a lot done, make great decisions. Did I get every one of them? Did I talk about orange? I think they could make good decisions and really quickly. But so every color had a different personality. But one thing in common, every M&M is marked with the big M on it. And that's just like us. We are marked for ministry. You think, Amy, I don't have an M on me. I know, but you are called to the ministry of reconciliation. We are to compel others to know Jesus. Well, how are we going to do this? We all got different personalities you're talking about. How's he going to use each one? It's so neat how the Lord will blend your personality right in with your ministry gifts. We'll have to eat those later. I'll give them to my cameraman, Lake. And, you know, so you think, okay, we've got all these different personalities. How are we all going to have a ministry together? And, you know, that lesson goes on to say, well, just like you're marked with the M, we're all sealed with the Holy Spirit, that we're led by the Spirit of God into ministry. He'll help us witness to our neighbors, or on your job, someone might need some help, or you might get an opportunity to speak in front of a group, or you may be called to pastor a church. And it's just neat. We're all called to some form of the ministry. And then when you go on into this lesson, that another thing about the M&Ms, even though they're all different colors, one thing in common is that they are filled with the love of God. So you're marked with an M, so you're talking about love matters for ministry, and it matters, you know, that's how our faith is going to work. It's how we're going to show off how good God is. So we're all these different colors, all these different personalities, and our common denominator is M&Ms are filled with chocolate. We are filled with love. And, you know, you think, really? Yeah, Romans 5:5 tells us that the love of God has been shed abroad in our hearts. And I think it's so neat because as I'm studying about the love of God, of course you get tested about the love of God. I had a text message come up on my phone that said, Amy, you're due for a yearly visit to this doctor's office. I was like, okay, sure. You know, actually said, you're overdue. So I called the little, you know, you just can click that number, and I clicked it, and a receptionist answered. And, you know, I said, hey, I just got a text saying I needed to make an appointment. And she said, was really gruff with me and grouchy, like, last name, birth date, you know, all this attitude. And I was like, it kind of put me on edge and totally forgot about my M&M sermon. You know, I was like, why is she mad at me? And they texted me. I'm giving them business. It's her job to make an appointment for me. And, you know, so I'm going through this with her thinking, man, what is wrong? And she got mad at me because I picked a campus that was closer to me, and she wanted me to go to another office. I was like, but I live in Danville. And then she said, you know, and then she wanted me to come really early in the morning, like at 7:30. I said, well, I take my kids to school. So she goes, it'll be another 8 months before I can get you an appointment. I was like, you know, and I almost snapped then. And then I was like, I don't care, whenever will be fine. And so she set me up, and it was just like later the next week. And I thought, well, that was weird. It wasn't 8 months later. But anyways, I was about ready to just like, why are you acting like this? I think through all of this, we've all got a little short-tempered, maybe, you know, everything gets on our nerves a little easier now. And I don't want to be like that. I want to stir up the love of God. And so I was talking to the Lord about, man, what was wrong with her? She's lucky I didn't call her boss. I know that doctor. She's lucky I didn't tell her on the phone. What did I ever do to you? That's what I wanted to say. But I didn't. But the Lord said, Amy, you didn't ask if she needed any prayer, what you could help her with. You could tell she was hurting. And I was like, oh man, Lord, but I did two things good. I didn't go off and I didn't tell her boss. That's 2 love points. But, I had to, just say, oh Lord, forgive me. I'm sorry. She probably had a bad day. I won't hold any offense. But that's what that love does, that we've been shed abroad in our heart, or poured out, that we talked about from the Lord, so you could have the M&Ms of ministry. That love matters. We know that without love, it doesn't matter what you say. 1 Corinthians 13 talks about, you'll just be a loud cymbal or a crashing brass. No one will understand what you're saying or want to hear from you if you don't have love. But if we have love, we'll be a mighty minister for God. So you're marked today. Think about the little M&Ms next time you eat one. You're marked for ministry, and as it's filled with chocolate, you're filled with love, and that's how you'll stick with the plans He has for you. So glad you joined me today. I love hearing, man, all the things God is doing in your life, the miracles, the testimonies. We love it. And thank you for sharing this. New people get to watch this because you are sharing this. If you're on YouTube, hit that subscribe button. Grab your friends' phone, make them subscribe too. If you're on Facebook, like this page. We got a brand new video for you next Thursday, and every Tuesday we're going live. I'll see you then.